Storm released a new version of the Viking from their 900 global line called the Viking Conquest. It features the same strobe AI core as the original Viking, but instead of Reserve Blend RB91 Hybrid, which meant there was some Pearl in that original Viking cover, the Viking Conquest is an RB94 solid reactive. So it's a stronger, fully reactive cover stock with no Pearl in it. I'd say in terms of cover strength, the Viking Conquest is one of the strongest covers of all the SPI balls, right up there with the Ion Max. It comes with a 2000 Aberlon factory finish. As you can see, the RG is higher at 2.51 on a 15-pounder. So it should be a little cleaner if you compare it to the Ion Max, and it should save a little more energy and have a little more pop on the back. The differential is 0.025 and the PSA diff is 0.016. So that should give it plenty of flare potential. As you can see from this graph from the Storm website, the flare potential is on that high end of the range. The ball shape is still smooth because of the strong cover, and it would make sense that you would throw this ball on a heavy oil volume since it's got such a strong cover. I drilled mine 5 3/4 by 3 by 1 3/4. I did that because I was looking for a layout that would basically keep the ball on line and tumble forward and give me a little bit of that quick change of direction and almost that shape that's like a hook set. I did this ball review at Double Decker Lanes in Roanoke Park, where we are bowling on a sport pattern league, and this week they had put out the cheetah pattern, which as you can see is a 35-foot distance. So it's not ideal for this ball, as we had noted earlier, that it does really lend itself more to heavier oil. But interestingly, Double Decker is such a good lane surface that, and the 35-foot pattern, there is a pretty heavy amount of volume because most of the mills are put in those first 35 feet. So, and I had actually put some power edge on the Viking Conquest before this video. So it actually worked out to where I could throw it, and I think you'll still get a good picture of what the ball shape looks like on this pattern. Because it's cheetah, I definitely had to play out toward the gutter, but I still was able to do the 3 variances of my normal release, the straighter release, and then a slower hook release. I do apologize in advance. This is my first attempt of using a tripod, and I think I set it up in a way where I'm kind of blocking the view, but I'll try to piece it together, and hopefully you'll still be able to see the ball shape here. This first one, I was lined up to go 4 at the arrows out to about 2 with my normal release. I left the 3-6-10, so I made an adjustment on this next shot and lined up to essentially go 5 at the arrows out to about 1. Pretty adventurous, but this was a pretty good shot. Sorry again, I blocked the view of it going to the pins, but hopefully you can see most of the ball motion, and I can tell you that it did split the 8-9 and go dead flush. Here's one with my straighter release, and I actually remembered to try to get out of the way of this one, and you'll see it go 3 at the arrows and 2 at the break point. I slowed down to hook it more, and I moved left, which actually allows you to see the ball motion more clearly here as I go 8 at the arrows out to about 1.5 down the lane. This last shot is back to my normal release, going about 5 at the arrows out to 1. Again, sorry for blocking the camera, but hopefully you were able to see enough to get a feel for the ball motion. In summary, I think the Viking Conquest is a great option for the top of your bag. If you're looking for a strong ASIM in the realm of an Ion Max, RST Hyperdrive, Equinox Solid, the Viking Conquest fits right in between the Ion Max and the RST Hyperdrive and Equinox Solid, where it will have a little more skid and back in the Ion Max, but I think it's stronger cover and is more overall hook than the Equinox Solid. The Viking Conquest can work with either some surface or power edge finish depending on the pattern you're bowling on and what you're looking for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to always bowl up a storm.